Hello and welcome to Liverpool Report. This is your home for all the latest Liverpool news, match updates, transfer stories, and in-depth analysis. Stay connected and never miss a moment. Subscribe now to stay ahead with everything happening at Anfield. Virgil van Dijk has called upon Darwin Nunez and his Liverpool teammates to keep their chins up after crashing out of the Champions League. Darwin Nunez and curtisjones saw their penalties saved by Gianluigi Donnarumma at Anfield, allowing Désiré Doué the opportunity to send Paris Saint-Germain through to the competition's quarter-final stage. Ousmane Dembele's goal had earlier put the French side back on level terms, despite an improved performance from the Reds in the second leg. But Van Dijk's attention is quickly turning to Liverpool's next opportunity to find success. A first trophy of Arne Slot's time in charge of the side awaits if they can overcome Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup final. Liverpool's captain wants his team to create a beautiful weekend by finding success at Wembley to help overcome the disappointment they suffered on Tuesday night. "It's part of football," he commented after the game. "I said to the guys, you can be disappointed because we are out of the competition, but chin up. Now we get ready for the next challenge at the weekend, which is a beautiful one. I think we were pretty good today as well, and you want to go as far as possible, but we knew when we drew PSG it was going to be very difficult. We saw in Paris when we struggled, but we won. And today we saw a very good Liverpool side, but we're out of the competition. Today, from the first second and then extra time, when fatigue kicks in for both sides, it becomes more open, but especially regular time, we showed a very good game. We can speak about the game for ages, but we're out of the competition. That is the reality." PSG boss Luis Enrique credited Liverpool's performance, but reserved extra praise for his goalkeeper, Donnarumma. "Both of the teams deserve to go to the next phase," he said. "They play better than us here, but I think my team at Anfield, in a special stadium, showed great personality and character. We tried to play our best, but it was difficult as they're so intense. Both teams deserve to qualify. The character and personality, even when we shoot at the penalty shootout, they showed great character. I think it shows clearly the team we are." When the draw told us about the match against Liverpool and PSG, both managers thought the same. One of the best matches you can watch in Europe. I think both teams were great. It is not about consistency. You have to be great in specific moments. We suffered a lot in Paris, but football is, in that way, unfair at times. Today we were lucky. They hit the post a few times. Gianluigi Donnarumma was like Alisson in the first match. We are happy and confident to go to the next phase. Darwin Nunez has revealed how Luis Suarez plays a role in building up the Liverpool striker's confidence. The Reds are flying high in the Premier League, establishing a 15-point gap to Arsenal at the top of the table. On Saturday, a tidy finish from Nunez helped Arne Slot's side get back on level terms against Southampton, before two penalties from Mohamed Salah sealed the 3 points for Liverpool. It was a bright moment in a challenging campaign for Nunez, as the forward has often been used from the bench. The 25-year-old has scored 7 goals so far this term, 11 short of his tally from last season. Fellow Uruguayan striker Suarez spent 3.5 years at Liverpool and soon became a hero at Anfield. While Nunez has struggled to make the same impact, he has admitted that Suarez knows exactly when to reach out to his ex-international teammate during key moments. "Yes, we always talk. Luis always shows up when things are going badly. He doesn't like to appear much when things are going well," Nunez told TNT Sports Mexico. "And that says a lot about him, about his character and quality as a person. Whenever we can, we chat a bit about football and life in general." Nunez's display against Southampton, which included winning Liverpool's first penalty, caught Suarez's attention, with the 38-year-old writing on Instagram, "Clear goal scorer, YNWA." The Reds striker also impressed his manager, who had criticised Nunez's work rate after a glaring miss in their draw with Aston Villa last month. That is also the life of a number 9, Slot said. You go from missing a chance to scoring an important goal to missing a chance again. But today, especially in the second half, you also saw the work rate he can bring to the team. It has been a positive spell for Nunez after assisting the only goal in the first leg of their Champions League tie against Paris Saint-Germain last week. Despite also getting on the score sheet in the win over Southampton, Nunez refused to get carried away as the team approaches a crucial part of the season. First of all, I'm very happy. I'm happy for the team that has been doing things well, he said. Today, it was a bit tough to get the 3 points, but we managed to pull through. We need to keep going. This isn't over yet. There are many matches ahead, and we all know the Premier League is very difficult, but we have to keep working. Now we need to focus on the Champions League match against PSG on Tuesday and try to recover to be in good shape for the game. The Premier League title is all but secured. Now Liverpool look to ensure they remain in the hunt for another Champions League with tonight's round of 16 second leg versus Paris Saint-Germain at Anfield, while the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle United follows on Sunday. And captain Virgil van Dijk has made it clear that PSG, whom the Reds were fortunate to defeat 1-0 in the French capital last week, could put up an even greater challenge as they look to overturn their deficit. But there is some positive news on the injury front for Arneslot, with Cody Gakpo back in training after an ankle injury, while off the pitch, the club have announced a £300 million kit deal with Adidas that features a twist. Here are the big stories from Anfield early in a huge week for Liverpool. The Netherlands forward has not started any of the past 6 games since the dramatic 2-2 derby draw against Everton at Goodison Park, and is recovering from an ankle injury. But his potential availability comes as a huge boost to Arneslot, as the Reds looks to protect a hard-earned 1-0 lead from last week's initial meeting before facing Newcastle United in Sunday's Carabao Cup final at Wembley. PSG threatened Liverpool more than any other opponent this season, with goalkeeper Alisson Becker producing what he described as the best performance of his career. Virgil van Dijk has warned Paris Saint-Germain could be even more dangerous now they're chasing a lead against Liverpool. The Reds head into the second leg of the Champions League last 16 tie with a 1-goal advantage after Harveyelliott's late winner in Paris last week. That came after Liverpool keeper Alisson made 9 saves as PSG dominated the game for almost 90 minutes but couldn't score. Van Dijk admits the Reds must be wary of the hurting PSG side coming to Anfield. He said, "I think they are an outstanding team. A fantastic team. You can see the work rate they put in. We obviously had a debrief after the game about it, and you could see them, if they lost the ball, pressing all of them together and running all together." Liverpool have agreed a £300 million kit deal with Adidas, but the Premier League champions in waiting will wear their current Nike strip for much of this summer's pre-season. That is because their Adidas deal does not kick in until August 1st, meaning Arneslot's charges will not be unveiling their new strips as they toast what is beginning to feel like an inevitable title win. It has become the norm for clubs to debut their new kits at the end of the preceding season, normally in their final home game. But Nike will continue to have their swoosh in all the celebration images plus the club's pre-season tour this summer. The Nike deal was worth £30 million plus 20% of merchandise sales, which is worth an additional £30 million. But the Adidas deal has been described as a significant increase.